What is up, good people? Welcome back to the Crypto Prepper channel. And today we're going to continue working our way down CoinMarketCap. So today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. Looks like our fear and greed here on CoinMarketCap is 54 neutral. And we're going to scroll down here, continuing our way on. So we skipped over Canton Network and World Liberty Financial. Um, because those are relatively new. There's only a couple months of data on those. Toncoin, I can't remember why we're skipping over that. But anyway, I'm thinking it's not on US exchanges. Uh, and then, um, so next, what we're going to do today is we're going to run some bots on Chronos. And this one is pretty interesting because for some reason on Kraken, it has almost a year's worth of data, but for some reason the back test is not giving us any feedback. So you can see I've got the back test ran here on Coinbase, and what I did was I'm just going to compare the 180-day back test instead of the standard 365 like I typically like to do. Just so we can compare apples to apples here between Coinbase and Kraken. So you can see here over the last 180 days, we've got a return of 35.64%. And if we plop over to Kraken, bumps it up a little bit to 41.13%. So both of those are really good. And if we take that and we look at, say we try to extrapolate our APY based on this data, that'd be a 70% APY. So, unfortunately, when we do run that 365-day back test, it doesn't quite perform that well, but it is still pretty good. 65. So, um, pretty close extrapolation, but we had this. This is an interesting one because unlike most of them that we've done over the last 365 days, they've basically went down and they had, well, and this one went up and then came down, but most of them started up and then came down. So, this one, what I like to do every so often, most of the time, I try to remember to do this and just um, help you think about like if you were to buy $1,000 worth of Chronos on Coinbase a year ago, you would have bought around 13 cents. It's now worth 10, and you would have had $750 worth of Chronos. You would have ridden this all the way up, and your greed would have kept you in. Hopefully, you would have taken some profit, but um, you probably wouldn't have. I know I've fallen into the trap of staying in via FOMO, and I'm trying to get better about it. I think I have gotten better, but that's the one great thing about these bots is that they take all the emotions out of it. So instead of buying a year ago and being down 25%, you are actually, uh, let's see, we have three, yeah, no, four buy orders. So yeah, you're pretty close to still having that $1,000 worth of USD to help to continue working for you in this bot. Plus, you have $653 in your USD wallet. So, pretty impressive. So here we have our settings. We always start out with our $1,000 up here, and then we update the base order to 3125, 968.75 here for the remaining. Average order quantity 5. Here we took this up a little bit. You can see, so we had a 65% APY with 6.1%. Let's say you didn't put in the point 0.1, and instead of getting 65, you're getting 53. Still hella good. You can't beat that anywhere else except if you were to put in that point one. So, which is harder to do when you don't have the pro account, so that you can backtest 365 days. Because let's do this. When we ran that 180-day backtest on the 6.1, what did we have? 35. So six six just straight six gets you 36%. But it actually so got you better return for the 180-day backtest, but a little worse return on the 365. So that's where kind of like what I've done here in my demo account is I've set up bots using different parameters, mainly changing the average order step percent just to see. And so far, um, at least in ETH, these two have been a little bit more profitable than this one. And then in the XRP bots, some of these are clones between the Kraken and Coinbase just to compare that. But those are all basically equal. So anyway, if you miss that 0.1%, it's not going to be a huge deal. You're still going to be happy with that return. And I'll show you what it's doing over here on Kraken. So the data on Kraken does go back to late January, early February of 2025, but for some reason, even if I try to get to um, that starting date of yeah, here we go. Oops. Nope. Just took a second to update. Looks like it started trading on January 29th, 2025. And there was 23,000 volume, and then it goes into the six figures. So I don't know what's going on with that, but at least I can run that 180-day back test. And here, let me see if I can show you. This is weird. I've seen this a couple times, but oops, this is January. Yes, so actually February 1st, 2025 to today, January 15th, 2026. Oops, I want to start the bot. So 349 days, and it's still showing a zero. So not quite sure why it's doing that, but we can compare our 180-day back test on each exchange and see that you get just a little bit better on Kraken than you do on Coinbase. Make sure I compare apples to apples here. 6.1, 35 versus 41. So let's see if I take that down to 6 on Kraken, do another back test 180 days, 42. So yeah, it increased it. Yeah, so 6% um, step percentage versus a 6.1. It's not going to make or break you there. 42% gain in 180 days using CRO on Kraken. And you can kind of see here, I don't remember seeing a wick like that popped up on the 16th on Coinbase. Let's see. Oh, nope, it did. And it looks like it actually took better advantage on Coinbase than it did on Kraken. That is interesting. I didn't, have as many orders during that nice little spike there. And it spiked on Coinbase on the 15th, and here it spiked on the 16th, it looks like on Kraken. So anyway, that's another reason why I like to set up a similar, if not the exact same bot in real life too on Coinbase and Kraken. That way you diversify your risk and also maybe make a little bit more gains on one rather than the other. And you never know which is going to produce better gains. So Anyway, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe to the channel and leave me your favorite coin in the comments, and I'll run a bot on it for you. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.